There was once a young man named Kelechi who lived in a small town in Africa. Kelechi was in his late 20s, a hardworking man who ran a small electronics shop. He had dreams of building a better life for himself and his family. But for many years, he was troubled by a terrible health problem, a serious stomach ulcer that caused him sleepless nights and unbearable pain. He visited hospitals and clinics, took drugs, and followed medical advice. But nothing seemed to work. His condition only got worse. He was losing weight, energy, and hope. Kelechi was also a deeply spiritual person. He believed strongly in the unseen, that behind every problem, there was a spiritual force at work. He often visited prophets, seers, and native doctors for answers. They gave him many prophecies. One prophet told him that the ulcer was not an ordinary sickness, but a spiritual attack. Another native doctor said that someone very close to him had bewitched him. "Your own father is the cause," he said. "He is hiding a tortoise in his stomach, and that tortoise is feeding on your health." Kelechi was shocked. His father, who had raised him with love and paid for his education, now looked like an enemy to him. He started to keep his distance from him. He stopped eating his food, avoided sitting near him, and even began to suspect every move he made. One day, a native doctor performed a ritual. He placed a small tortoise on the ground and said, "This is the tortoise that has been in your belly. I have removed it. Now you are free." Kelechi was amazed and convinced that his father was truly evil. But the ulcer did not go away. Still in pain and confusion, Kelechi did something terrible. He decided that if his father was the reason for his suffering, then the only way to find peace was to get rid of him. So, one evening, he secretly poisoned his father's meal. The old man died in his sleep. Kelechi felt sad, but also hopeful. He believed he had removed the source of his problem. But months passed, and the ulcer only became worse. He returned to different prophets, hoping to hear that the battle was over. But instead, he got new revelations. "Your uncle is now the one fighting you," one prophet said. Another told him, "Your cousin is the one who has taken over the attack." Kelechi grew tired and frustrated. One day, while waiting at a hospital reception, Kelechi picked up an old health magazine. In it was a detailed article about stomach ulcers, what causes them, the symptoms, and the proper treatment. It explained that ulcers can come from bacteria, poor diet, stress, or misuse of certain drugs. For the first time, Kelechi saw his health condition explained clearly without any mention of spirits or enemies. He was shocked. Everything in the article matched his experience. At the bottom of the page, there was a contact number for a doctor who specialized in treating ulcers. He called immediately, and the doctor directed him to a special hospital in the city. Kelechi went for the treatment and followed all the instructions. He changed his diet, took the right medicines, and got proper care. Within 1 month, the pain began to fade. In 3 months, he was stronger than he had been in years. He sat on his hospital bed one evening and cried. Not from pain, but from regret. He remembered his father, the man who had suffered to train him, the man he poisoned because of wrong beliefs. "I killed an innocent man," he said to himself. "I was busy attacking people when I should have been attacking the real problem." That moment changed Kelechi's life forever. From then on, he promised himself that whenever he had a problem, he would first look at the problem itself. He would ask questions, seek knowledge, and take action, not run around blaming invisible enemies. Though his health was restored, Kelechi carried the pain of his past mistake forever. It was a painful lesson, but a necessary one. He began to speak to others, warning them not to let fear and ignorance lead them to destroy the ones who love them. If you enjoyed this story and learned something from it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful life lessons. See you in the next video.